but the onus will be on you. Now, to start us off, arguably the person with the most energy in BT Group is going to take us through the first of the propositions, which is not only going to revolutionize our business, it's actually going to revolutionize our world. Kevin.
Thanks, Mike. Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, what an incredible venue. Last week, I asked my wife whether she'd ever, in her wildest dreams, imagine I'd be here at such an amazing venue, presenting in front of so many people. And you know what she said? She looked at me, kind of tilted her head to one side, and said, "Darling, what on earth made you think you've ever been in any of my wildest dreams?" Speaking of wildest dreams, what if I were to tell you that BT have just launched a technology that will make the products and services you've only ever dreamt of existing in the future a reality for us and our customers today? Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Kevin Wright. I work in customer service. My day job is helping to make sure the service we deliver our customers is the best in the industry. But the reason I'm here today is to talk to you about a technology that will change the world. I'm here to talk to you about our 5th generation mobile network, 5G. Over the past 30 or 35 years or so, the mobile network in the UK has improved beyond all recognition. Bandwidth has increased, latency, that's the delay that we get in the network, has reduced, and simultaneous connections, the device density, the number of devices that can connect to the network within a square kilometre has improved. And these improvements in the network have led to massive improvements to the devices that work on the network. We've gone from the phones the size of a house brick that Mike described earlier on, to iPhones and iPads. But here's the thing. If the relatively modest improvements in the network have led to the massive improvements in the devices that work on the network, imagine what happens when we hit the nuclear button and put those same 3 network characteristics on steroids. Because that's exactly what 5G does. Bandwidth goes through the roof. Latency is almost eliminated. And device density, well, we go from a network that can support 100,000 devices per square kilometre to one that can support 1 million. And when your mobile network is performing at that level, the magic really starts to happen. Where 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G was all about communication between people, mainly using mobile phones, 5G will enable communication between machines, allowing those machines to change our world in a way that 4G never could. Take bandwidth, for example. The bandwidth on 5G will be so high, it will enable trained and skilled heart surgeons to guide unskilled surgeons tens of thousands of miles away in remote village locations using a live video feed over the mobile network. These guys won't be using their mobiles to surf Facebook. They're going to be using it to save lives. But don't worry, if you're not a skilled heart surgeon, you'll also benefit from the massive bandwidth. I was with somebody the other day doing a demonstration of a 5G phone, and they downloaded the entire Champions League final in ultra-high definition in just 6 seconds. Just like that. It was incredible. Latency will also improve. This is the delay that you get in the network. It will go from around 80 milliseconds in the 4G network to around 5 in the 5G network. Now, you're probably wondering how on earth that could benefit you. Well, in the future, driverless cars will use the mobile network to communicate to each other. If the car in front of you does an emergency stop, it's pretty important, if you're on the motorway, that your car finds out about it as fast as possible. If you're in a 4G car, it's going to take 80 milliseconds for your car to know the car in front has stopped and for you to start applying the brakes. And at 70 miles an hour, you can go a long way in 80 milliseconds. In the 5G car, it would take just 5 milliseconds. Hands up if you'd rather be in the 5G car. Device density. If your customer manufactures smart thermostats or any of the IoT devices that manufacturers are going to start making shortly, they need to have the confidence that that device can connect to the network despite competing with the thousands of other devices that will also be seeking to connect. If your customers want this level of performance from their mobile network, and they will, they'll need 5G. So where does BT fit in? And more importantly, what does all this mean for our customers? Well, when it comes to innovation, it pays to be first, which is why I was super proud when 2 weeks ago, BT made history. becoming the first operator in the UK to switch on their 5G network. I think that deserves a big round of applause. Initially, our business 5G offering will focus on faster broadband and increased capacity, but our image for the future is much bolder. Our image, or vision, is of a truly converged network between mobile and fixed. And we're going to focus on 3 key areas. The first one is enhanced mobile broadband. We're talking ultra-high definition videos downloaded in seconds, as well as faster mobile speeds and ultra-high definition video. The second area we're going to focus on is mission-critical comms, remote surgery and driverless cars. And the third area is massive machine comms, IoT, Internet of Things, logistics, and asset tracking. For our sales and service teams, many of you are in the audience today, 5G presents an opportunity for a new conversation, not just with customers, but with industry. Industries like healthcare, gaming, agriculture, and transport. We need to help these industries understand that if they want to partner with a company that gives them the best connectivity, they couldn't do any better than partnering with BT. We've got the best fixed network, we've got the best mobile network, and crucially, the know-how to bring them together through unparalleled convergence. When I was preparing for today's presentation, I took the opportunity to reach out to Fotis Koronis, our new CTIO, and arguably the man who gets the most excited when it comes to mobile networks. And he shared with me a few things to include into today's presentation, but he also shared what he felt was the biggest threat to our business. And it wasn't technology, and it wasn't even our competition. It was fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failing, and fear of being first. Because if we're going to win in 5G, if we're truly going to embrace innovation, and if we're going to change the world, we need to be fearless. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. I'm now going to hand over to Snehal, who's going to give you a presentation on our exciting new portfolio aimed at small businesses. Snehal, over to you.
Thank you, Kevin.